unselfish play. That unselfishness became contagious. Ty Lawson showing you he's got some ups to go with that speed.
Gallinari with the cross.
Nuggets fan 2 back here again to do another game recap. In this video I'll be recapping the Nuggets 99-88 win over the Charlotte Bobcats, who moved to 28-24 with this win. This was a nice bounce back game for us, especially after coming off that loss to the Raptors. This was a game that we really needed to win, and it was good to get back in the win column. A decent shooting night here against the Bobcats. We shot 52% from the field, which you like seeing. I thought we got a lot of high percentage shots in this game and a lot of shots at the rim here against Charlotte, but we were only 12% from the three-point line and 72% from the free throw line. We had plenty of good looks from the perimeter, but just really couldn't get a three to drop. Charlotte, on the other hand, only shot 37% from the field, 27% from the three-point line, but 91% from the free throw line. They were able to knock down their free throws here. The Bobcats got off to a really hot shooting start. They were knocking down, threes, and it seemed like they were knocking down every shot that they took in that first quarter. But I thought we made some adjustments later in that quarter, going into the second quarter, and from there on, we just did a great job of forcing them into some tough contested shots, and that's why their shooting percentage dipped so low after that first quarter. Some of the good things we did here in this game, we were able to out-rebound the Bobcats 49-34. You love seeing that. It's great to out-rebound a team by that big of a margin, and especially coming off that loss to Toronto where we got out-rebounded by them, which was very embarrassing. For us to come back the next game and just dominate Charlotte on the glass, I thought was great to see. I thought we did a good job of rebounding the ball as a team here against the Bobcats. We had 29 assists. I thought the ball movement was much better here in this game than it was against the Raptors. I thought we did a great job of playing team basketball on the offensive end and not really playing one-on-one isolation type of basketball like we did in that fourth quarter against Toronto. We had 22 fast break points, did a great job of getting out in transition, playing fast like we like to, playing that up-tempo style of offense. Did a phenomenal job of getting some easy buckets there. Had 58 points in the paint. Like I mentioned earlier, we got a lot of high percentage shots here against Charlotte. Did a great job of getting to the rim, attacking the basket. And like I said, a lot of our guys did a great job of moving without the ball, cutting into the lane, and then getting easy layups or dunks at the rim. We love seeing that. And we outscored Charlotte 47-37 in the second half. We got off to kind of a slow start there in the first quarter and even somewhat in the first half, but then we came out in the second half, started being more active and aggressive on both ends of the floor, forcing Charlotte into some tough contested shots, and then getting to the rim, getting high percentage shots, and just really kind of taking it to them, and we took over the game here in that second half. Looking at some of the bad things we did here in this game, we did have 25 turnovers. You don't like seeing that. Ty Lawson ended up having 7 turnovers just by himself. I thought he was pretty careless with the ball. And we just made some mental errors and poor passes here in this game, and Charlotte was able to capitalize off that. They ended up having 28 points off of those turnovers. That was a big reason they were able to get out in this game and get a lead early on, and that was one of the big reasons they were actually able to stay in this game. Is just we'd get up by 10, and then we'd have a couple turnovers here and there, and then Charlotte would get the lead back down to 6 or 5, somewhere in there. So just got to take care of the ball better. 25 turnovers, I mean, that's just really not acceptable, especially against a really bad team in Charlotte. I mean, at this point in the season, Charlotte's basically playing for the rights to Anthony Davis. I mean, that's how poor that team has been this year. So just got real sloppy on the offensive end, and execution-wise, I thought we could have been better on the offensive end. This wasn't a great performance all around by our guys. I thought it was a decent performance by our team here against Charlotte, but the turnovers really hurt us, and like I said, that was the main reason why Charlotte was able to stay in this game, because we committed so many turnovers, and then they got so many points off of those turnovers. They also had 22 fast break points. Again, they did a great job of scoring in transition on our turnovers. Another big reason they were able to stay in this game. And they also had 11 offensive rebounds. For the most part, I thought the effort was great on the glass, but would have liked to see us box out a little bit better. Don't like giving up second chance possessions to opposing teams. But for the most part, I thought it was a solid performance by us, and we got the win at the end of the day, so that's all that matters. Looking at some individual performances, starting with Aflalo. Aflalo was great. He finished with a double-double. He had 19 points, 11 rebounds, which I believe is a career high in terms of rebounds for Aflalo. He also had 4 assists and a steal. He was 7-12 from the field, 1-2 from the three-point line, 4-7 from the free throw line. Aflalo was great. I thought was one of the few guys that played a great all-around game here against Charlotte. I thought defensively did a great job forcing Gerald Henderson into a lot of tough contested shots. Really didn't allow Gerald Henderson to get to the rim. I think Henderson had 1 dunk in this game, Besides that, Aflalo was able to really stay in front of him and, like I said, get a hand up, force him into some tough shots. And then on the offensive end, Aflalo did a great job of attacking the basket, getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line. Only hit 4 of his 7 free throws, but still did a great job of drawing contact, getting some fouls, and then got into a nice rhythm, knocked down a couple of jump shots, and played well and was great on the glass. Like I said, had 11 rebounds. You love seeing that. Corey Brewer played well. It was great to see Brewer have a good game. He's been struggling as of late, so it was good to see him play well. He had 17 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. He was 7-11 from the field, 0-3 from the three-point line, 3-3 from the free throw line. Gave us great energy all game off the bench. That's what Corey Brewer brings night in, night out, so you love seeing that. But I thought Corey Brewer was really effective in this game with his ability to move without the ball. He did a great job of cutting into the lane here in this game. He had a couple back cuts that led to easy layups for him, and just did a great job of staying active on both ends of the floor, and then doing a good job of cutting into the lane and getting to the rim and getting easy buckets, and doing a great job, like I said, of moving without the ball. Kenneth Faried had a solid game, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks for Kenneth. He was 2 of 4 from the field, but 8 of 10 from the free throw line. I thought Faried did a great job of staying with it on the offensive end and just attacking, did a great job of drawing contact, getting to the rim, and was great on the defensive end with the 2 blocks. And like I said, Kenneth Faried's a guy that you know what you're going to get from him every night. He's going to give it all he's got. You know, he's going to play at 100 miles per hour, and he's going to, you know, give you 110% for 48 minutes, play with great energy and effort all game, was pretty solid on the glass. And like I said, did a great job of attacking the rim, being aggressive on the offensive end, which led to him getting those 10 free throw attempts. And then for him to shoot 80% from the free throw line, that's great to see. Al Harrington also had a solid game. He got 10 points, 11 rebounds out of Al. I thought Al was okay offensively, but I really like what he did on the glass. You love seeing him grab 11 rebounds. Andre Miller had 4 points, but had 9 assists. Did a great job of seeing the floor here in this game, and had some awesome passes. Like I said, Corey Brewer did a great job moving without the ball, cutting into the lane, and then Andre Miller did a great job of feeding him the ball. Andre Miller had great timing on his passes as well here in this game. And then lastly, Ty Lawson finished with a double-double. He had 14 points, 10 assists, but like I mentioned earlier in the video, he also had 7 turnovers. Don't like seeing that. I thought, you know, Ty was okay. I would like to see him be a little more aggressive on the offensive end. I thought he kind of settled too much in this game, but he did come alive there in that 4th quarter and still did a good job of setting up his teammates, creating for his teammates, and getting the 10 assists. But the 7 turnovers, that's not good. And for him to have only 14 points and not really be aggressive, I was a little disappointed in Ty. But nonetheless, we got the win. Not the best performance by this team this year, but we needed this win. We should beat Charlotte pretty much every time we play them, and it was great to bounce back after that tough loss to Toronto. So the Nuggets beat the Bobcats 99-88, and we moved to 28-24 with this win.